Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see how to perform division of decimal numbers. Let us take an example. In this example, we want to divide, let me write this. We want to divide 16.15 divided by 0.5. So the solution for these types of problems, we will write them in these different steps. Step number 1. To divide decimals, move the decimal point in the divisor to the right so that the divisor is a whole number, right? So this is the way we can write it. 16.15 divided by 0.5. So according to the first step, we're going to move the 5 to the right. We're going to move this point to the right. So we can write this step as 5 and then this number as 161.5. So we have multiplied both the numbers 16.15 by 10 and 0.5 by 10. So when we multiplied by 10, the decimal place moved to the right. 16.15 times 10 is 161.5, and we are dividing that number by when we multiply 0.5 by 10, that number becomes a whole number as 5. So now we are ready to perform the division. So we'll call that as step 2. And then in here, 161.5 divided by 5. And we're going to place the decimal right above the decimal place where we have in there. And now we're going to perform the division as if we're going to do the division with whole numbers. 5 times what number is equal to or less than 16? 5 times 3 is 15. So therefore 16 minus 15 is 1. So we can borrow this 1 here. So 5 times what number is equal to or less than 11? 5 times 2 is 10. So 11 minus 10 is 1. We can borrow the 5 here. So therefore 5 times what number is equal to or less than 15? 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Therefore the remainder here is equal to 0. So therefore we can now come back and then state this one as 16.15 divided by 0.5 gives us a value of 32.3, and this is our answer. This is where we want to leave it. Okay, let us take another example and see if we can apply the procedure we talked about to solve that problem. Let us take another example. In this example, we want to divide 7.02 divided by 3.6. Okay, so we will explain the solution in these different steps. Step number 1. So we write 7.02 divided by 3.6. According to our procedure, we're going to multiply these two numbers by 10, and when we do that, we're going to move the decimal place to the right, and therefore 3.6 becomes 36 and 7.02 becomes 70.2. Now as step 2, we're going to perform the division as if we're going to do the division of whole numbers. So 70.2 divided by 36, that is what we have here, right? So now we place the decimal place right above the point where we have there. So 36 times what number is equal to or less than 70? 36 times 1 is 36. So 70 minus 36 is 34, and we want to borrow the 2 here. So now we have 342. 36 times what number is equal to or less than 342? So 36 times 9 is 324, and therefore when we subtract 342 minus 324 leaves us with 18. Therefore we write the 18 there, and we can add a 0 here, and we can borrow that 0. Therefore it becomes 180. 36 times what number is equal to or less than 180? 36 times 5 is 180, and when we subtract, the remainder here is going to go to is equal to 0. So 180 minus 180 is equal to 0. So therefore when we divide 3.6 by when we divide 7.02 by 3.6, when we take 7.02 and then divide it by 3.6, what the value what we get is equal to 1.95, and that is our answer, and that is where we want to leave it. This is the way we perform division of decimal numbers. In my next presentation, we shall look at some more examples related to division of decimal numbers.